tired as all get out, bro. I woke up early, woke up at like 7, and I just want to say, it was crazy. Anyway, it was Kevin's birthday a couple days ago. And then Patricia's birthday just came up. It was literally yesterday. And I just want to celebrate it with, I got whiplash, and to tell Patricia happy birthday, because I love my girl. And I just want to, oh my goodness, I got a lot to ramble about. I really want to know more of their lore, because that's not, them little breadcrumbs that they be feeding us. Oh yeah, the Cowboys, this, that, and the other. And she, was using this, and I'm just like, if y'all don't tell me what happened after, was the emote just their final, like, display? Like, oh my god, they really made a portrait out of these people. They really made a portrait out of everybody. Like, y'all can't be doing that to me. And then what makes this even worse is the fact that, like, not only will we just probably not even get a 6th birthday, because after that it's over. I think it's done. Like, they have all their birthday stuff, their portraits. It's probably just done. And with all the Koa stuff coming up, not Koa, Call of the Abyss stuff coming out, and then like and then there's the A tier, S tier that's coming up. And oh my goodness, the lasso's so annoying. This was like before his adjustment. Now I can handle that with a breeze. But to move on from that, so not only is the Call of the Abyss here, I also noticed that like there's gonna be an S tier and A tier coming out during like February. Y'all better save up, because that miss is gonna jump y'all. Y'all know what A tier and S tier I'm talking about. I displayed it on my post. I don't think I'll be able to display pictures and on the computer yet. I'm trying to figure this out still. I was able to find a bunch of lo-fis, and I'm able to like do voiceovers completely fine. Hold on, because I'm just thinking. We have an A tier, an S tier. There's probably gonna be some other stuff coming back, and then there's the fact that what was it? I forgot to say, but the A tier that's going in the spyglasses shop, that was supposed to be a once skin for Patricia. Oh my goodness. So either she's getting a once skin that probably doesn't even have a monkey skull or something like that, because the spyglasses thing doesn't even have a monkey skull. It's actually just it's actually a mask based on I forgot how to explain it. I actually need to relook that up, because we have a mask of our own in my own home, so the mask is pretty big. Like, masks can be big, small. They're usually just there to scare off enemies and all that stuff, and usually scare off bad, like, no wait, it actually is to scare off enemies. Occasionally animals too, predators specifically. And another meaning is that the African masks also symbolize the spirits of people or objects or things or animals, and they're deeply rooted in African history of animism and the worship of the natural world. So that means that in many African tribes, the mask would symbolize the unseen, the supernatural forces, which are beneficial to the community, basically spirituality. And the wearer conceptually surrenders their human form when wearing the mask. And sometimes in a company, they wear a costume with said mask, and they transform into a spiritual being. So basically, spiritualism is at play, and also voodoo, VOUDO, not voodoo, the pop culture version that was shown in Princess and the Frog. Voodoo and hoodoo, those two are like essentially part of spiritualism and their own closed religion. If I'm saying misinformation here, y'all can my people can correct me. I am still doing research on the religion behind African religion, and to see that like all this stuff comes up when it comes to masks, because like we have a mask downstairs, that thing is huge. Like, I don't even think we can wear it. And another thing about that is while it is huge and all that stuff, there's also like I think we used to have mini masks. We used to have them. It was like a mask that was like it looked so like it looked like it was a warrior's mask is basically what I'm trying to say, because it looks super serious. And I'm gonna continue to read off of this, because like I had to write all this down, bro, and I can write it in the description. Africans use these masks during ceremonies before harvest to pray for a good yield. They also play a significant role during important ceremonies such as births, weddings, funerals, and initiation rites. One peculiar type of mask, called the Tiriki seclusion mask, represents the transition of adulthood. Young men must wear this full-body mask for 6 months, bro. That's crazy. While entering the period of total seclusion as they train for the adult world. And there are also masks that you wear as a form of punishment too. Not something you'd want. Why my computer turn off? No, that's crazy. Anyways, so they wear them as a form of punishment whenever they're being punished. I forgot I wrote this. I was making this video a while ago, bro. Don't blame me. Historically, Africans used masks as a form of punishment. Early African communities even had a shameful mask. Oh my gosh. A form of public humiliation for those that committed grave crimes. This mask was uncomfortable and even painful to wear, particularly those are made out of iron, which were unusually heavy and caused actual physical suffering. Oh my goodness, if they did this today, after you cause like a heinous crime, like for example, I'd say like, murder or something like that would just, it wouldn't end well for that person. Or like, for example, like, in Nigeria, the leader of Nigeria made it a law for child marriages. If you were to try to do so, you probably have to wear one of those. I'm not saying that this is correlated to Nigeria, because this is like an in general type of thing. I don't believe they probably do this anymore, but this is like an example. And honestly, props to her. She's amazing. I love her. And I love my people of Africa. They're amazing. And another thing, they also wear masks as a form of entertainment. So it's also important to note that African masks were theatrical devices that made wearers look bold, colorful, and exciting, as well as allowing for conceptual acts of transformation. They entertained and enthralled audience during significant moments in time. And this is a tradition that continues to this day. Oh, so they still wear masks to this day. Which is amazing. Isn't that just amazing? Oh, I forgot to... I accidentally missed a couple spots. The African masks also, I already mentioned this, but they represent animal spirits. Animals are a reoccurring theme in African masks, representing the close harmony tribes share with the natural world. Africans portray animals in a highly stylized way. That's beautiful. Conveying the animal's inner essence rather than a true likeness. When a wearer puts on an animal mask for a ritualized performance, sometimes accompanied by a full costume, tribespeople believe they then embody the spirit of the animal they represent. This allows them to communicate with that animal kind, to issue out a warning, or to give thanks. Animal masks also sometimes symbolize human events, needs, or emotions such as calmness, virtue, or power. For example, antelope represents agriculture, while elephants are a metaphor for royal power. That is amazing. I cannot believe it. also often symbolize former ancestors. Some African masks represent the spirits of past ancestors. When the wearer puts on this mask, they become a medium who is able to commune with the deceased, passing messages back from the dead. If a dancer speaks while wearing the mask, audience believe his words are from the dead. An intermediary wise men must decipher them. In Kuba culture of Zaire, masks represent former kings and rules. While most masks act as a gateway into the spirit world, in some cases the mask represents the spirit itself, as seen in Dan masks from the Dan people, occupying the western stretch of the Côte d'Ivoire. Sorry, y'all. I kind of messed up there. I'll probably just type it in on there. That way y'all will see what I'm trying to say. African masks also represent supernatural forces. In many African tribes, masks symbolize the unseen, supernatural forces, which are beneficial to the communities. This could be anything of fertility to weathered patterns. Oh. So I was right. They don't try to hold off supernatural forces. They do try to hold off enemies, though. I believe that's the case. They do try to hold off enemies. If I recall correctly, there was a thing where they did use masks to wear to keep enemies away. So if it was something that was a threat, the mask would be used to scare them, or they were also used as a warning that they're the supernatural, literally, as I'm reading right now, the supernatural was watching and they're protecting the people of said tribe. Okay, so continuing forward, the wearer conceptually surrenders his human body when wearing the mask, and sometimes in accompanying costume. Oh, did I already read this? Oh, I already read this. I'm sorry, y'all. I already read this. But y'all get what I'm trying to say, though. And to basically explain this, I'm saying that if instead of using a monkey skull, because that's just not how it's gonna work, Netties could literally use a mask, because they've used other stuff. They used stone from Haitian culture. They've also used a coconut, which is pretty smart, and they used a panther skull for the enchantress when she was wearing the Zozo costume, which her name is not Zozo. I can tell you who her name is. Her name, hold on. Her name is Josephine Baker. I can't believe I forgot her name. Zozo was a French film by Marc Allegret, released in 1934. Josephine Baker, who plays the title character, was the first black woman to play a leading role in a major motion picture. I already explained that. Yeah. I love Josephine Baker. She's so pretty. If y'all saw Josephine Baker, y'all would absolutely adore her. And the fact that she's so beautiful. Her face, literally, she looks so friendly. If I knew her today, I would be absolutely in love. And the fact that she literally wears the outfit, she wears the same outfit that Patricia's wearing, that, Nettie's displayed. My point is that if Nettie's can represent a black woman from the first actress of 1934, I feel like they can represent Patricia properly. So we can't be excusing their behavior when it comes to them not giving her a proper item or sacred skull, because that sacred skull, no, there's other ways to show it. For example, when it comes to representing African culture today, with Anubis, I'm gonna tell y'all now, Anubis is not mean. I'm literally stuck. I cut off right there. I was meaning to say that Anubis isn't mean, but I know what y'all are thinking. Nettie's represented him as Gamekeeper, they made the right choice doing that. Gamekeeper is the most gentle guy we know, but he was pushed over the edge because poachers went out of their way to kill his deer and literally just attack him. And with Anubis, he was the guy who took care of the funerals, and like he was deemed as the one who invented embalming, and he was sometimes identified by others as like the funerary cult and the caretaker of the dead, or Lord of the Sacred Land, or he who is upon his mountain. Basically, what I'm just trying to say is that he is Lord of the Dead, and like, I don't mean to ramble, but like, when it comes to representing him, it really does matter. Same with every other character in the game who's a person of culture. I respect Netties for representing their own culture, but when it comes to others, they need to also do their research on it as well. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope everybody has a good day, good night, and I will see y'all in another video. Goodbye, Littles.